Welcome to the Nerd and Geek Podcast. I am your host, Mace, and with me is a very beardless George. No, not really. It is my daughter via remote from her room. You can see her poster in the background. Epic Gamers Wanted.
Yes.
So if you can see all that fun stuff, then you could see her. You want to introduce yourself?
My name's Brooklin. As he told you, I'm his daughter.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I play video games.
You okay? You play video games. All right.
Yeah.
So what you like playing?
Splatoon,
Splatoon?
Minecraft,
Minecraft?
Roblox,
Roblox?
Freddy's.
Yeah.
What else do I like playing? Rocket League.
Rocket League. Okay.
That's all I can think of off the top of my head without my Switch. Oh, Among Us also. I like Among Us.
We should play that sometime.
Yeah, we need to.
I actually got it on my computer, so we can actually play it, and I could kill you.
Or I can kill you.
Well, okay, very true, very true.
I'm good at it. I've played it. I'm good at it.
Yeah, you told me that you have played it during school hours.
It was my teacher. He let us play with him.
Oh, so now you're playing with teachers. No, you're fine. It's okay. It's okay.
My choir teacher let us all play.
No, that's a cool teacher. At least, you know, at least
he's my favorite.
See, I remember, growing up with and the teachers I had, if there was extra time, they would literally try to find something to teach us. But it's good to see teachers where they're like, you know what? I got nothing for you. Let's play a game.
Well, since we're asking, because he told us that he played with his 8th grade class earlier today, so that's why we played. And now one of the students has been asking almost every day if we're gonna play Among Us. Kind of annoying. I can tell he gets annoyed by it.
Yeah. So, you're on the podcast for a reason. The reason is from a video game that you said you enjoy playing. But first, before we go into that topic, did you know that Apple announced the new iPhone today?
Yeah, I saw it because I was on their website. It looks like the old iPhone 5 with the body, but bigger. Then it has the iPhone 11 cameras.
Oh,
it looks
really?
Just widened it, made it taller, then just slapped the cameras on there.
See, all I know is it is 5G ready. It has
good AR.
I think the best one, like the Max maybe or something. One of them has an OLED screen, which is going to be a much better screen.
AR also.
Well, I mean, my phone has AR on it, so that's really.
What reminded me of AR was Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery.
See, you and Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, you're into all that right now. About 5 years too late.
Yeah.
It's like Evan listening. It's like Evan listening to Green Day. I mean, he was born in the wrong era. But
well, I know about it, but I was always too scared for it.
Yeah.
Till a couple months ago.
I mean, it does the cheap, scare tactic where it just blah, and
I just want to It's the jump scare noises. That's all I want to know how Scott does it.
Well,
It's confusing, especially like the FNAF, the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 jump scares. Those are pretty created with Nightmare Fredbear and just Nightmare.
And what's funny is we were talking about iPhone, and then all of a sudden we got
I'm
on
sorry.
to Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm sorry.
No, this is how this podcast evolves and kind of works. Both George and I's brains start going into different directions, and then we're talking about, I don't know, a Sega Dreamcast trying to run Doom. It's it happens. It happens. But yeah, new iPhone coming out. I got a feeling you could probably pre-order it. I don't know when.
You can already pre-order it.
You can
It's already on pre-order.
already pre-order it. Wow. See,
Yeah.
I'm sticking with mine. I the 5G's enticing, but I'm gonna probably wait another year.
I'm just disappointed that they just put the iPhone 11 camera design on it.
So they didn't go with like the newer. There was rumors that they were doing something different with the camera, so they didn't do anything different.
From what I saw, it looks the same.
It's that square looking thing.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would go with like the normal like 2 cameras.
That's why I like mine. I don't like the bigger camera.
It looks like a stovetop. That's how I look at it. That's why I don't like it. It looks like a stovetop.
Yeah, I can see that now. I can see that now.
That was like what was most common back when iPhone 11 came out. Stovetop.
Oh, excuse me. I'm very tired today. It's been a
Me too. I woke up at 7 a.m.
So yeah, new iPhone. I'm not upgrading. Like I said,
SF Freddy's when it comes out.
So
no PlayStation.
I can't remember. Did you ever finish Mandalorian?
No, I only watched the first episode.
So are you still wanting to watch it?
Nah, I kind of got bored with it.
You got how can you get bored with it after one episode?
I have a short attention span.
Holy cow! It's like it's like, oh, here is a bunch of candy. Okay, a bunch of candy. You take one, you absolutely love it, and you're like, I don't need the rest. I just had the one. You don't get to see the child in action.
Oh, I know what he can do.
Well, yeah, you've seen the one scene where he's like flipping a switch. But
actually, no, I don't want to say anything.
Well, season 2 comes out at the end of this month on October 30th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I mean, I think you should watch the rest of it.
Nah. I don't really like Star Wars. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're lucky we're on a podcast right now and you're over at your mother's. Oh man.
Yeah, I'd probably be in trouble.
Okay.
I mean, like, not my favorite thing in the world. Most favorite thing in the world.
Okay, so that's the end of the podcast today. Thank you for joining the Nerd and Geek Section.
I've been waiting to do the podcast for months. Hold up.
No, you don't like Star Wars. You can't be on this podcast, no matter what other kind of fandom you have. anyways, but yeah, Mandalorian returns October 30th. Disney actually released a press release saying that they're going to focus more on streaming than they are anything else.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they put Mulan on the streaming service for a premium.
Yeah.
The Pixar movie Soul is coming out on Disney Plus, but it's not going to have the premium that Mulan had.
Wait, that was a movie?
Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out at the end of this year, in
Oh, I
December.
thought it was like one of Pixar's animated shorts.
You know what? I thought so too at first, but yeah, no, it's a full blown movie.
Oh wow.
Um, I don't really know too much about what it's about, but
I
um,
haven't seen one of those in a while.
yeah. But it's coming directly to the streaming service. So the
Wow.
rumor is maybe Black Widow and some of the other Marvel stuff might go ahead start filming and come out on the streaming service.
I'm down.
I mean, uh, that would bring a lot of people to Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's smart.
I
Tactic.
mean, in theory, um the movie might not make as much, but in the long term, if they keep getting new subscribers, it would be beneficial.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story and debate, and maybe we'll cover it here. I don't know. But so, what is it that you're wanting to talk about today?
Splatoon.
You want to talk about Splatoon,
Yes.
not Splatoon 2.
No, just like Splatoon in general.
Splatoon in general.
So
Okay.
both games.
Okay. So, how do you want to do this? Are you wanting me to ask you questions? Do you have a full write up?
Uh, I just have a list of what all I want to talk about, but you can ask questions because I know you're kind of familiar with it, but not much because you didn't
Yeah.
really play first game. And I've seen videos, I've watched lore videos. I know pretty much, and I finished Octo expansion.
Okay. See, I haven't finished Octo expansion
Yeah,
or played the
I've
first
been
one.
wanting to because I enjoy watching you play it.
Wait, you enjoy watching me play it?
Yeah, it's fun seeing you rage.
Oh, well, yeah. If you really want to see me rage, I gotta play Crucible and Destiny. Um, that's where I rage, which happened the other day, but we won't talk about that. So,
Oh,
what?
it took me a minute to remember what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. See,
That
I
was
kind of
great.
stick on the same subject for a little bit, other like how you kind of like yeah, the iPhone 12 has stovetop for a camera, but the AR is good. I can't wait to play Five Nights at Freddy's and
I wasn't planning on doing that. That's a little bit too scary for me.
no, I
From
think
images I saw, some of them are kind of scary.
so I can get that on my phone and
Yeah,
we could play it.
they are. I don't know if it's a multiplayer game, but yeah, it's free.
Well,
I think.
I know it's probably not a multiplayer game, but I can hand you my phone and you can
No, thank you.
we can record it and everything.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You've already seen what Bonnie did to me.
Yeah, kind of, but
Scared you.
well, no. What happened was that scared you. You freaking out scared me. So okay, we're already getting off the subject already.
we already.
So okay, tell me Uh, what is why are they competing? What's the whole deal? I know there's a storyline to it, but
It's basically a sport.
a
Is
sport.
best way to put it. Basically, the story. Crap. How am I? It won't. I never played this first one's story, so I don't really know what happens. I just know about the scrolls because I've seen videos. I
Wait,
finished all of,
scrolls?
yeah, there's scrolls that you collect.
Oh.
I finished two. I finished everything in two. Same with Octo Expansion. So there's this fight between the Inklings and the Octarians,
Okay.
and Inklings are basically well, it's for turf, for basically land. So they're fighting for land. Inklings are basically how's the best way to put it? Squids, but humanized. So humanoid squids.
Okay.
They can turn into squid, then turn back human. They have like hairs. The way you can tell one's an Octarian and one's an Inkling is from Inklings will have suction cups in the inside of their hair, and Octolings will have it facing out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we play as in 2?
You start as an Inkling, but once you finish Octo Expansion, you can play as both.
Okay.
Octoling and Inkling.
So we're squids in 2.
Yes, and octopi, because that's what Octolings are. They're octopuses.
Okay.
So basically, there's a turf war between them two, and it got so. And eventually, as time went on, it became a sport.
Okay.
That's really kind of all I can think of off the top of my head, because I don't have any of that written down.
Sorry. Zoom was like, "Oh, your 40 minutes is up, but we're gonna let you go unlimited." I'm like, what? Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so go on.
Yeah.
I apologize for my computer interrupting you.
It's okay.
What was that?
What?
The string.
Oh, this? It's just one of those.
Okay. Got it.
They would give them during assemblies, school assemblies, with like dog tag things on them. Now I just play with them.
Okay. Got it.
We're getting off topic.
No, it just popped on the screen. I'm just like, whoa. So, all right, go on.
I was done with that part.
Oh, you're done with that part?
Yeah, that's all I can name off the top of my head.
Okay, so it's a sport.
Yeah.
So how did they become? Well, it seems like that they're not mad at each other anymore.
Well, the Inklings drove the Octarians. It's like I don't want to say any false information, then everyone get mad.
You just okay, people. If my daughter says something that is either wrong or anything, then you know what? Just deal with it.
Because I'm like saying this all off the top of my head, so like I'm trying to think. So
no. Go on. Whatever you say is truth.
Okay. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure they the Inklings basically drove the Octarians like into like the deep depths of the ocean or something. I can't remember exactly, like I said. Oh, and the reason why they're humanoid Inklings and octopi, which I know is not the correct term, but I can't think of the correct term for octopi. It's because there was a tsunami, like a really big tsunami because of tide changes. So that flooded like a lot of areas and caused all the humans to die off. Then Inkling and Octopi to take over, and basically they like adapted to like land and stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, can you go to your window and yell at those people who are arming their car to shut up because you're recording?
They stopped. I just have my window open because
no,
we're refusing to turn on the AC and it's hot in here.
Yeah, no, I get you. I lived in that house.
The kids outside.
Okay, so so I don't know if you've mentioned this, but how did the sport come about? Was it just because of their battles, or
I think it was because of their battles.
Okay. Okay. So, what else do you have on the docket?
I was gonna talk about Turf War, ranked battles, Octo expansion, no spoilers, main story, which we've kind of already talked about. So no main spoilers. So that's already crossed off the list.
Okay.
Krusty Sean, short segment, Salmon Run, the shops, weapons and specials, then Sheldon's ranting, short segment.
Holy cow. You want that's a lot to talk about.
Really, when you look at it, it's not.
It's not. All right, well, let's get into something else.
On time limit, so yes. What do you want to do first?
Hey, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll just go down the list. So, Turf War.
Matchmaking. Yeah, Turf Wars.
So basically, you're fighting to the death for turf. That's kind of like the funniest way to put it in a nutshell.
It's like who can paint the
The most
most on
area
most area onto a level.
in a 3-minute time limit.
3-minute time limit. And they can paint over top of you. They can use their paint to kill you.
Yep.
What else am I missing?
That's really all. It's kind of harder to explain.
You know, it's like you could okay.
Don't like
that. You know, it's kind of like okay, you compare Destiny to Splatoon. And I didn't have too hard of a time adapting to it. You know, it's you want to push, you want to put down as much paint as you can. If but one thing you needs to be mentioned is you can have 4 on a team.
Yeah.
So the ideal is if you can have 2 people push and 2 people stay back and paint your own area. That's the ideal solution, or 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. I mean, whatever you can do.
It usually will probably depend on what weapons you have.
Right.
Which I'll go into as one of the last ones.
Yeah.
Then we'll finish off with Sheldon's ranting.
That's Sheldon.
Yes.
But it was for me. It was fun trying to adapt to Splatoon, but after playing Destiny for so long, it was an easy switch. I just had to find my weapon, which is a paint bucket.
Yeah.
Or not a paint bucket. Well, isn't it a toilet?
I don't know what it is. I think it's like a washer or something. You use bubbles.
Yeah, I use a bubble technique.
Yes.
It seems to cover the most and kill people easily.
Yeah.
Or ink them easily.
Yes. Okay, crap. I was gonna mention something, but I forgot. And we can go ahead and move on to ranked battles. Is there anything you want to cover? Anything more else?
No. What's your favorite arena?
Arena?
Yeah. Place to play on.
Tower. Either Moray Towers or Belly Skate Park.
Skate park I like.
Black Belly Skate Park has been my favorite for years. I think that was even my favorite in the first one.
I was about to ask, was how do you? I know you're not gonna know off the top of your head, but are there a lot of the arenas that we've been in also in one?
I think I haven't played one in years, because I've been trying to find my Wii U.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I really don't. I could swear it's in your room somewhere. It's in a box.
And I checked my closet. It's not in my closet. I
don't know. We'll have to dedicate some time to try to find it.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can go on.
Okay.
I allow it.
Okay. Ranked battles. basically more extreme turf war, but instead of 3, you have 5. Then there's game modes. I
Wait,
pulled
what do
up.
you mean you have 3 instead of 5?
Oh, sorry, I thought I said minutes. You have 3 instead of 3 minutes. You have 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And you have game modes, which I pulled up. So there's Splat Zones, Tower Control, Rainmaker, Clam Blitz, then Ranked Power, which I don't think that's a mode. So really, there's 4 modes.
Okay.
Splat Zones, you basically have to take control of the zones. I was about to say stones. You have to take control of the zones to with like your ink to basically win the game.
Okay.
For enough time, for a certain amount of time. Tower Control, which I don't really like because it's kind of hard. Basically, you have to stand on a tower and go through checkpoints, and whichever team gets to the final checkpoint wins. Rainmaker, my personal favorite. Basically, there's this weapon called the Rainmaker, and you basically have to carry it to the goal. It's probably the easiest but most competitive out of all of them.
Right.
Then Clam Blitz, I always read it as bits. Is, to be honest, it's easy but also really hard because you basically have to collect these clams, then take them to the this hoop thing.
I
don't really know how to put it because I really never played it. But
gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. Rainmaker is my favorite.
Okay.
Then League Battle, once I unlocked it, I was fairly disappointed because I thought it was that, but more challenging. But no, it's really just private ranked battles with your friends. I was really disappointed when I unlocked it.
Yeah, you were looking pretty forward to that, and you were grinding pretty hard to get to that, and then...
Yeah, I was snakily grinding.
Yeah. I know grinding. Oh. I play Destiny.
Well, I'm gonna add something to the list because I thought I added it, but I didn't. Splatfest, which we can go over next. Because that's yeah, I know. I forgot like one of the most important parts.
I cannot believe. You know what? Okay, go on.
So, well, is there anything you haven't played ranked? So
I haven't played ranked, so
you haven't played Splatoon in a while.
No, Destiny's kind of been key. I've been trying to grind in Destiny, so
that and work have been making you busy.
Yeah. So
okay, Splatfest. Probably one of the most fun things. Splatfests are where there's 2 different teams out of the whole game. Right now, the final Splatfest, which was Chaos versus Chaos versus Catholic.
Okay.
It was like Calm or something. I can't remember the word. I can't remember the word off the top of my head. If it comes back to me, I'll say it.
Okay.
But final Splatfest was last summer. I think it was like June or something, June.
Yeah.
Around that time. I missed it, which I was devastated.
Yeah.
Because that was the time period where I wasn't playing Splatoon. Because we didn't have the Switch Online thing. And I could only play Splatoon if I played the online battles if I had it, so I could only do the story.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But, crap. Wait, oh yeah, Splatfest. Getting off topic.
Oh, so, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then, crap. Splatfest.
So Splatfest is usually, it has a theme.
Yeah.
It has a theme.
Last one was egg versus chicken. And so, because like this summer they started doing like Splatfest, because I think they're doing these till like Splatoon 3 comes out, or because
Yeah.
like a lot of new players came after. We've been it's with Splatoon 1, they did it like right before Splatoon 2 was gonna come out. So I think they were expecting a new Splatoon to come out soon. Because like Splatoon 3, like we already know it's gonna be a thing.
Right.
Um,
Right. I mean, like I told you, way before this, they usually only bring out, one series of a game per console. And
yeah.
there is a rumor that there is going to be an updated Switch.
Like the
So,
I have.
yeah.
It's it's like just like a different version.
Yeah.
But yeah, Splatfest usually it's based off of 3 things which I can't name off the top of my head.
Well, there was mustard and ketchup. Or was
Yeah,
it
that was
mayo and
one.
ketchup?
Mayo and ketchup. That was the one that I participated in because we thought we would be able to play each other even though we were on separate teams.
Yeah.
But you decided to pick ketchup.
Yeah.
Mayo's
Not
better
my
than
fault.
I thought I'd never played any Splatoon with anyone before, so I was new to that.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, I'm excited because there's gonna be a Splatoon or a Halloween Splatfest, which you're doing. So I'm excited. I hope George is gonna do it.
yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, it just depends when he's free.
Yeah.
Um,
So I will say the one major disappointing thing while playing Splatoon is it's very hard to queue up with your friends.
yeah, it
And,
is.
and let alone you might not even play with your friend. You could be
For
on an opposite team from them as well.
yeah.
I really wish that they would do an update and be able to, get a group going, however many, 1 to 4 or whatever,
Mhm.
and then take that group into Splatoon and, you play with your friends. But now, you have to wait until there's an opening for you
Mhm.
to be able to get in, and then you might not even play on the same team.
Yeah.
That is a major disappointment.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, what else do you want to talk about?
Uh,
Or are you done with Splatfest?
I'm done with Splatfest. There's
Okay.
nothing really to cover much because I
Yeah.
only thought it was like a once a year thing, so I didn't really play a lot of the Splatoon ones because it wasn't until very long ago when I found out it was a once a month thing. Yeah, so I
Gotcha.
was disappointed to learn that because I could have played like 24 Splatfests at the most before the final.
Yeah.
But Octo expansion. I feel like
Okay.
this is probably gonna be. I'm not gonna be doing any spoilers. It's gonna be on the shorter side.
Yeah.
So, basically, you wake up in a subway with. If you've played Splatoon 1, you'll recognize this fellow dude, Captain Cuttlefish. I didn't realize that he was in the first one
Oh
till
my
I
gosh.
watched some videos. And then
Captain.
realized that he was, instead of having Marie from the Squid Sisters from Splatoon 1 as your little guide in the story, it was Captain Cuttlefish. Yeah, so now you have Off the Hook, which is Pearl and Marina. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Marina. As helpers. Like Marina, I was in debt a lot because Marina would lend money to me.
Yeah.
CQ points. But yeah, Capital Cuttlefish kind of didn't really do that much. We learned more of
No.
Marina's backstory, which is kind of a spoiler, which so I'm not gonna say for the game. But I liked Octo expansion. It was fun. I really wanted it when it came out. But you said once I finished the story mode on
Yep.
Splatoon, I get it. I
Yep.
didn't when you got it for me because you got it for me for Easter, and I was still working on the story mode.
Yeah.
But I did finish it not too long after.
Yeah.
We both finished it in roughly the same amount of time.
Yep. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I was playing it to kind of motivate you. Be
Yeah, I think
like,
that's what you were doing.
your dad's gonna beat you before you finish it. Ha
Yeah,
ha ha.
and luckily I beat you before you did, because I was on like level like 3 when you started,
Yeah,
and like I was like grinding to finish.
yeah, yeah. You were definitely way ahead of me, but I gave you the motivation to beat me.
Yes.
But yeah,
Is there anything else you want to cover for? Oh yeah, Octo expansion. The levels are super hard.
well, I don't think that they're super
It depends on.
hard. There are some. I will say there are some more challenging ones than what's in the story, but the story also had a couple challenging ones as well. So it's kind of hard to like.
Oh, you had me confused for a second because I thought you were talking about the Octo expansion story ones.
Yeah,
I was like,
well, yeah. I
what?
mean, the Octo expansion had some levels that were pretty challenging. I mean, I found that more challenging than the story.
Yeah, and
Um,
I had some troubles on the story.
I
Like
think
I
the
watched a video on a couple videos.
yeah, I think my biggest problem with the story for Splatoon 2 was finding where the levels were rather than actually playing the stinking levels. I
Yeah,
think
you helped me.
I think I had a harder time dealing with that than the actual levels.
Yeah, you helped me with a couple of the levels.
Yeah, you know what? Your dad did, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe you wouldn't have beaten me on the story missions if I didn't help you.
I don't know. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about Octo expansion?
No, no. They're just that they are a bit harder and um that is a grind.
Yeah.
That's a grind.
I can't remember what has more levels, the story or Octo expansion. I know Octo expansion has 80. I don't think that's counting the story, the 5 story levels,
Well, I think yeah, I was about to say there's 5 story levels on
which are probably the final one is probably one of the most challenging ones
I can't
in the
remember.
status.
It's been so long since I played it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But all right, so what else do you got?
I want to do a short segment on Krusty Sean.
A short segment on Krusty Sean. All right. I think I just like killed my mic because I saw some red on my microphone.
Oh jeez. So
So okay, go for it.
okay. So basically, Krusty Sean can sell you like sells you like power ups. So like
Mm-hmm.
there's like level up faster, get more money from Turf War.
Uh huh.
Then like there's like the ability power ups, which I think is either increases the chance of you getting them, or it literally gives you that ability while you
Yeah.
have it. You can either earn them from getting Krusty Sean tickets from doing the normal story modes, or once you beat Octo expansion, you can get some using CQ points and getting using the vending machine once you finish the
Right.
story mode session.
Right. Now, explain to the viewers what Krusty Sean looks like.
He looks like a shrimp with glasses, a hat, shoes, legs, and arms, and I think gloves.
The dude is basically like dressed how one of those street vendors would
Yeah,
look like because he's in one of those
white aprons. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, he's in one of those street vendor like cars or whatever. Um
Yeah,
so but he's a shrimp. He's pretty cool. I love his name. It's and then who's the other vendor?
there's no under vendor.
Yeah, the other vendor, the one where if you get online, you get the Nintendo app,
Oh, him.
and
The one that
yeah,
called you. Well, Jump. I think it's.
what
I
what is
don't
his
really know much about him. I
what
can't
is his
remember.
name?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
No. I didn't really go often.
Well, he's a little funny character, so he's rude.
Kind of looks like Mineta.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Spike was the one who did that job in the first one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about with Krusty Sean?
Nah, just that Krusty Sean is cool.
Okay, next I'm going to talk about Salmon Run.
Okay.
I don't know much about this either, but so it's probably going to be another short segment.
Okay, do your best. I have faith in you, young Padawan. Okay. Oh, wait, I can't say that. You don't like Star Wars!
Okay, basically, Salmon Run, you're getting hired by Grace Co. Basically, you're hired by a bear walkie-talkie.
Okay.
It's believed that the villains for Splatoon 3 are going to be the salmons. Because, like, you're hired to, like, basically defeat the salmons and, like, they're, like, tech.
Mm-hmm.
They like using frying pans as weapons.
Okay.
Because it's like I think it's like every like 100 years or something, every like 500 years I think. The salmons come up from the ocean and attack land.
Okay.
So basically, we're trying to defeat all those. It's kind of hard, kind of easy. Just depends. If you have a good team, it's easy. If you have a bad team, it's hard.
Okay. Okay.
You haven't really done Salmon Run,
no.
So.
No, I just play Splatoon.
Yep. Then the shops, because I'm done with the Salmon Run.
Okay.
So the shops, pretty kind of limited. There's only shirts, clothing, or shirts, shoes, weapons, and hats. To be honest, I wish the hats, shirts, and shoes were updated more often.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like only every time you level up or something.
Yeah.
Or it's like once a month when they update them. It's annoying. It's kind of why then Splatnet's nice on Nintendo Online. That's why it's nice. But really, I'm kind of done with the shops. Now, time for the fun part.
The
weapons and special. Dang it, I did it again. I'm sorry, viewers.
No, you're fine.
Hold on, I need to look this up. Oh. So, how was your day, Dad?
You know, it's going. How's your day going, Brooklyn? How's school?
Boring as usual. Easy. Learn nothing new.
That's my daughter, everyone. That's my daughter.
That's what happens when you're in advanced classes and all they're covering is just review.
All right.
It's sad.
How loud is your iPad? Is it a decent amount loud?
Decent amount loud.
Hey, kids out in the street! Why don't you go home?
They can't hear you.
Why don't you get online and play games or something? You don't need no extra air outside. Get a job.
So I have a list of the specials from. Oh. Wait.
Uh-oh. Internet not reliable?
No.
Okay, no. False positives?
And I didn't know if it was 5G or the iPhone 12, but no, it was a Galaxy phone. Okay, so I have the specials for Splatoon 1 and 2 pulled up.
Okay.
So the Splatoon 1 specials were Bubbler, Inkzuka, Bomb Rush, Killer Whale, Ink Strike, Echolocator, then the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah, it's basically where you turn into a giant squid.
Nice.
I never had one, so I kind of just seen images. It looks cool. Then the Splatoon 2, there's many more. So Tenta Missiles, Stingray, Inkjet, Splashdown, Ink Armor, Bomb Launcher, Ink Storm, Baller, Bubble Blower, my personal favorite, Booyah Bomb.
Booyah Bomb?
Yes, then Ultra Stamp. Which is hard to control.
Okay. So
then there's a lot of weapons, and I don't think I'm going to be able to say them all.
Yeah, let's just what are some of the, just tell us some of the types.
There's like kind of like snipers, okay. Normal like guns, like pistols, buckets, rollers.
There's kind of like a shoddy. There's the equivalent to a shotgun is an umbrella.
Yeah. Then dualies, so basically like kind of two pistols. In a nutshell, normal like pistols, I would say. They of course have different names, and not what I'm saying. Like I'm just like trying to put them into like real world.
Yeah.
There's machine guns. Basically.
There's machine guns. That's kind of what you used to use a lot.
Yeah, because that is the heavy Splatling remix, because that had the Booyah Bomb. Then all the hero weapons, which right now I'm pretty sure I'm using the Hero Shot replica. Hijack. Yeah, it was like paintbrushes, umbrellas. Like Dad said, those are like the
shotguns and Splatoon.
Then there's the NZAP 83, NZAP 85, then the NZAP 89.
Yeah, which are basically replicas of the old Nintendo gun, the Zapper.
Yes.
You got the old school gray one. You got the new school bright orange one. So
then there's also tents. Basically a bigger umbrella. That's kind of all for the weapons, really, in a nutshell.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, though.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Lot. Like, it took me a bit to, like, scroll all the way up and all the way down. Yeah. So I'm still scrolling up. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Then, the final one, or is there anything you want to add?
No, it just... I think the other thing about Splatoon that's kind of hard to deal with is like the weapon system, because you don't get to kind of pick your favorite weapon right away. You have to keep playing the game in order to kind of earn
which I've unlocked all, like I'm at the max level you can be for getting new weapons, and that's level 30.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing this game since like probably a couple months after it came out. But I wasn't playing for like a year, or like a year to 6 months to like a year. So I'd get a higher level.
Yeah.
But yeah, max level you can get them to like 30, and that's what I'm at right now. If I remember right, I haven't played Splatoon in a bit, but
yeah.
Then anything else?
No.
Go
ahead.
Final one. Sheldon's ranting.
Okay.
Sheldon's ranting is just so annoying. It's just so annoying. I'm glad you can speed it up, but still, you could not speed it up in Splatoon 1. That was annoying, just being like a first grader, just waiting like 10 seconds, waiting 10 seconds, and so on.
Well, not also that with his ranting, trying to tell you about, all these different guns and armor and everything. Also, Marina and Pearl, if you don't have the game kind of preloaded, you have to go through all
Oh yeah,
their discussion.
I forgot about
So, and that's even more difficult because it doesn't auto.
that.
Doesn't auto go through it.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
It is. It is. There,
Aw.
there. I think if you and I went to Nintendo headquarters and we're like, you need to change this, this, and this in Splatoon to make it a much better game, I think we could do it.
Yeah. Hold on,
So,
I'm trying to. Um. Oh, it's Chaos versus Order for the final Splatfest.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Pearl was Chaos. I would have went with Chaos. Then Marina was Order, and Marina's an Octoling. I kind of forgot to say that. Pearl's an Inkling.
Yep. Yep.
Everyone's blind because like no one kind of knew that she was an Octoling, like in the game, because like Pearl didn't. I don't because like it wasn't uncovered that like it was confirmed, but like we already knew as fans that she was an Octoling. But it
Uh-huh.
kind of wasn't confirmed when we kind of learned her backstory in 2. If you played the Octo expansion, you unlocked the chats, you'll see what I mean. I think it was like chat 9 or something, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
You else you want to cover about Sheldon's ranting?
No, it's just I
Annoying.
really wish that Nintendo would do something about that. I mean, I don't know how many games now have a skip feature, whether it's for a cinematic or something. I don't understand why Nintendo is so far behind when it comes to quality of life,
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's still not really chat in games. You
Yeah.
have to use your phone for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a simple feature. I mean, I guess I take it for granted having Xbox Live. So, well, is there anything else you want to talk about with Splatoon?
Um.
Don't think too hard. Mine explodes.
um. Mainly important since I was kind of leading it. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Oh, is there anything I want to talk about? No, I pretty much said my spiel about it. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's an interesting um way to present a multiplayer shooter. Um and make it so that it's not a Call of Duty, it's not a Destiny. They bring something new to the table and it is very nice, but it's also, if you've played Call of Duty and Destiny and such, it's it,
Kind of.
it it's I don't want to say it's difficult, but it's eye opening because it's kind of like two steps back. The gameplay is a lot of fun, but implementing everything else is kind of two steps back.
Yeah.
So, if you have a Nintendo Switch, I highly recommend it.
Or if
It's
you have a Wii U, people still play Splatoon 1. It's just not as active. So like
mhm.
even you can get like Splatoon 1 off of the store. I know you can't get it like as like a disc anymore, but like you can get it like off of the Nintendo shop, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you should be able to. Um,
Because like servers are still active. I don't really think they update it much anymore. I think it's just like for glitch fixes, if anything.
yeah.
But people do still play it.
Mm. All right. Well, like I said, anything else?
I kind of want to cover stuff. It was actually originally gonna be like tofu. You're playing as tofu. And like there was also like bunnies, but like then they came up with because like they wanted ink, so they came up with the idea of inklings and octolings.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, saying like basically that, because I was watching like videos and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Fun game. 10 out of squid.
10 out of squid.
Yes.
All right. Good deal. Thank you, Brooklyn, for coming on to the podcast to talk about Splatoon.
Thank you for having me.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. Anything you want to say before we leave? I would say anything you want to plug, but I don't allow you to have Twitter and Facebook yet, so.
Or any of that.
So,
digital art's cool. Video games are cool. I don't know.
Okay. Preach it to the choir.
Kids.
What?
Stay in school, kids.
Okay. Stay in school. Or at least stay home and do your school online. One of the two.
If you're doing online school like I am.
Yeah. So yeah, this was the Nerd and Geek podcast. You can find us on, all of the fun stuff. Apple, Google. I'm Mace. That was my daughter, Brooklyn. Take care.